Hey, welcome. All my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk, thinking right in my living room, doing what I do for you. Today, we're doing funk this week. Living up to my name, P-Funk is getting funky this week. But it's all in the lesson context. Okay? Here you go. Writers in 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. Message in the story, always life lessons for you. You tuning in and receiving them, I'm going to keep giving to you. I got a bunch of them, so just stay tuned. I got you. Let's go. My mission, right thinking mission, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate every individual to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment, knowing yourself a little bit better with knowledge. Right thinking is a way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's the mission statement. Now there's the question. Know thyself. Important that you know the answer for yourself. I just asked the question. Here you go. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not, it's simple. I can teach you. Tune in. That's why I do what I do. It's for you. Because you know you don't know, so you're going to find out. That's my job, to do that for you. A person who knows not and believe that they know, dangerous, avoid them. Don't be them. A person who knows but knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can wake them up. I'm the spiritual alarm clock. I had the knowledge of self that can wake you up to yourself. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons, they reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to Mayat, be true. That's the balance and the scales in your life. And also scales at Judgment Day. That's another story. But let's go. That's what she represents. Balance. Reciprocity, justice, all the good stuff. Anything that's divine, that's what Mayat represents. So you live in Mayat, you live in divine. Let's go. We talking now about right thinkers. Let's talk about funk. Was my religion. I used it same way we use religion to inspire, motivate, and motivate you and better yourself to do what? Be your best you. I'm practicing every day to do just that still. But funk is part of the equation. Always was, and what I'm saying now, after 50 years, always will be. It ain't going nowhere. Thank you, George. Let's go. George Clinton is my funk father, aka the creator of funk concepts, the ringleader, Parliament Funkadelic groups. That was his thing, from doo-wop to the next level, what he takes it, funk, okay? Aka Parliament Funkadelic. I am a believer in the funk. Just like Christians believe in Christ, after 50 years, I'm still a believer in the funk. Just like Christians still believe in Christ. If your belief is well-founded and grounded, you ain't got to change it. Put it in truth. Truth don't change. Okay? Trust me. I have been a funketeer longer than I have been a right thinker. I carry my funk and my title, my name, P-Funk, with honor, pride, and respect because it means something to me. Okay. I'm looking forward to saying farewell to my dude, my idol, Dr. Funkenstein, aka George Clinton. When you follow somebody, and I call him my idol because for me, he was the person that got me where I need to be, and I always respect him for that. Know him personally, exchange a whole bunch of good stuff. So yeah, when I got on stage in Madison Square Garden, I tell anybody outside of my son being born, that's a high point in my life. All right. I'm a follower of funk. That's why I call myself a funketeer. It's like right thinkers, you follow my right thinker philosophy, you're a right thinker. You follow Parliament Funkadelic, you're a funketeer. We know each other. I went to see George in a concert. When I went to see George in concert, I didn't go get a ticket. I went and bought 100. I had to get bus rides. I had my own bus. Loaded up, sold t-shirts, got everybody nice and toasted on the way over. When we pulled up to Madison Square Garden, we opened the doors You would think Cheek and Chong would come out that bus because they just smoked this him out there. And we had a police escort to our area. They walked us to our seats, and it was total pandemonium because when we got to the concert, it was more people outside than it was inside. And why would you go to a concert without a ticket? I never understood that. But when we got inside, it was riots. It was crazy. It was crazy. I seen some madness. But once I got inside the concert, that was behind me, but it was crazy. Fun times. My mother and father went. That's how young I was. I was still a kid. But my mother and father chaperoned us, right? When I end up on stage with George, I could hear we snuck an 8-track tape in, a cassette tape, excuse me, and it sat by my mother. And you hear saying, look at that boy, he just is crazy. Okay, so yeah. Where was I at now? No story. I got a bunch of stories, so every now and then I might dip in and lose my place here. Okay, here you go. I took 100 people. I go see George. I gave bus rides, 100 people. All right. When we get there, the security we go to our seats. I had thugs, gangsters, and killers on my bus. When we got to our spot, security left, right? So we had to figure it out for ourselves. My man Tariq, my man Joe Hines, my boys, they went up in there, cleared out this. No, all of this is out. So that's how we used to roll. All right, here you go. I shared my funk with my family and friends. I didn't go alone. I took everybody, and we all went and had a good time. Okay, different strokes for different folks, but everybody went and had a good time. Funk has and will always be part of my life. P-Funk for life. I'm funkin'. Funk is real. I lived funk. Come on, man. You know, we all know. If you don't know, now you know. I'm loyal, and my loyalty to Parliament Funkadelic is undying. I'm going to be a fan of Parliament Funkadelic. I'm going to be a follower of George Clinton until they cut the lights out on me. So I'm here for the ride. I ain't going nowhere. Okay. After 50 years, he's going to say goodbye, but guess what? He ain't really going nowhere. He's just passing on the torch. That's what we do. At one time, I thought I was going to get the torch. That's another story. I ain't going there. Another story, I ain't going there. Like, stick to the script. I love the funk. I live the funk. I am a funketeer, true and true. Trust me. I'm as much as a funketeer as I am a right thinker, so don't get it twisted. Yeah, that's how important funk is to me. Understand that, please. I believe in the funk like I believe in right thinking, my spirituality concepts. It's all mine. When I was ignorant to God by my ego, funk kept me grounded. Yeah, I was tripping, but funk always kept me, on myself, kept me in tune with myself. So like I said, I use it as a religion. Trust me. My belief in funk is as strong as my belief in right thinking philosophy. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's real. I put my belief in funk as I understood it to be my truth. And it worked for me, it sustained me, it got me through, so I will not forsake my funk concept. Trust me. I saw George Clinton as my funk father. I understood everything that he putting out. It was like he was talking to me, like when church, when the pastor hit that sermon and he talking to me, he know me. That's how I felt. So understand that. That's all I can express to you what it's like. No problem. Hope you understand that. The best time in my life, the most fun time, the best time, outside my son's birth. Land on the mothership, Madison Square Garden, me and my dude on stage doing what we do. That was it for me. So it don't get no better than that for me. You can't impress me. At this point in my life, you can't impress me. I ain't gonna say that. All right, here we go. Next one is, I pledged, when I was in the mental institution, I pledged allegiance to the funk. Listen to One Nation Under Groove. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, they offered me a good deal. Yeah. Don't get me started. I gave my allegiance to the funk back when I was swift flipping, ego tripping, and incarcerated in the mental institution. I still was funking. When I was supposed to be crazy, funk was still there, okay? When everybody thought I was crazy, I was just quoting George, and they said, yeah, the bigger the headache, the bigger the pill, the bigger the doctor. Yeah, call me the big pill. I was all in. Trust me. I would speak what I call funk slang. Just spitting out quotes from George. I said, their life after death is 7 up. What the hell? See, yeah, those are the phrases that I would just throw out. Here you go. I was P-Funk. I was all in philosophically. It made perfect sense to me. Going out of space, I was the one, and I'll never forget, good one here. When I bought the Earth Tour album, I had the headphones then. So I had the headphones on. So second go round, you done heard the album. So second go round, you pretty much know, you mimicking. And my father came into my room, and I'm singing. And at the part where it said, "Loan me your spaceship, man. I'll bring it right back." My father heard that, went and told my mother, "This boy want to drive somebody's spaceship." So the whole house is in an uproar. So yeah, funk this had my house in an uproar. Okay, where we at now? Oh yeah, the best time. Okay, I've been there. Okay, here you go. Okay, here you go. I was light years ahead of my time back in the day. I knew that because the mind game. I was an acid taker, mescaline taker. I was a trip man. Okay, swift flipping, and I was really tripping balls, as they say now. But yeah, I lived in the other realm on a regular basis. My whole senior year in high school, I took a tab of acid every day. Played football, played basketball, and ran track, and wrestled. All tripping. That's another story. Say that one for the book. Excuse me. Right thinkers are one nation under funk, aka God consciousness. If nothing else, funketeers know who they are. They're self-driven, they're self-motivated. They just have an understanding that George gives them the outlet to be themselves. I'm so glad I can be myself. I'm a funketeer. Let's go. Wrapping it up again. I appreciate you tuning in. Hope you enjoy my funk lessons. Funk, being real, right thinkers are spiritually real funketeers. Without even knowing, they're practicing funk concepts into right thinking concepts. I'm blending them in, so it's all the same. Keeping it real, being real, same thing. Discovering yourself, same thing. Self-discovery, it all falls into knowing yourself, but the work you have to do to make that happen is up to you. I teach you spiritual truths, aka funk knowledge, from my perspective. I put it in the context so that you can understand it. That's all I'm trying to do. Do it make sense? That's all you need to know. If it makes sense, it'll make dollars. If it don't make sense, it won't make nothing. Spirituality and funk are my right thinking's ingredients. Keeping it real and understanding who you are spiritually to know God. Oh, I'm good to go now. You would be too. But that's what I'm giving to you. Everything that I know, I'm passing it on to you. Spirit is God. Funk is real. So spirit and funk equals master of self. Hello. That's what I want you to be. Masters of yourself. With a little spirit and a dash of funk, you'll be just fine. I have spiritual knowledge with funk knowledge. That's right thinking philosophy in a nutshell. I got more for you. Stay tuned, please.